Hi everyone. I do realize that I have been pretty bad at filming this. I did think I would maybe do it like weekly or monthly, I don't know. But yeah, I guess I haven't really been doing many vlogs recently and but I have been trying to improve myself every week and every day. So I think that's what counts, right? Um, and yeah, I just wanted to be real with you guys, tell you guys the positive parts of my journey, but also some negative parts. So, one of the negative ones being that I haven't been filming this. Another thing is that I couldn't find a resolution for April, and my March one didn't really go so well. So the March one was to drink 2 liters of water a day. I did that for about a week and then I just gave up. I don't know, I just can't. I've been drinking like maybe one bottle, sometimes two a day, and it's like really bad. So I don't know. I don't know how to do that. However, I do think that there are other things that I was able to complete that were kind of related to the water. So, for example, for at least a month now, maybe more, I think, maybe almost 2 months, I've been eating very healthy. So, I have really good influences in my life for that. So, my gym partner, Anastasia, and I, like, first of all, going to the gym before they closed kind of enticed me to eat better because if you're not eating well, what's the point of going to the gym, right? And just like some of my friends that I have, like, cooking at home is becoming more the norm. With restaurants closing, you have less choice, right? Because it's like if you're just gonna go and get a takeout meal, bring it home, it's not as nice. I mean, I really like the experience of sitting in a restaurant, so if I don't have that, it's almost like not as attractive to go out and get food. And again, I think my biggest thing is like the positive feedback loop. So the more you do something, the more you want to do it like again and again, and it kind of inspires you and makes you want to do it. So for example, like once you start cooking, at first it might be a little bit annoying or time consuming, but then eventually you're like, oh, like I want to cook, I enjoy this. So that's what I've been doing. Like I almost went for Indian food the other day. Like I was literally at like across the street from it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cook. We're not going for Indian food. So I don't know, I feel pretty proud of that self-control. So I guess it's like give and take, right? You can't always be perfect with your goals and with what you're trying to achieve, but there's always good that comes out of it. And then in terms of an April goal, like I don't know. I'm really struggling with that. But at the same time, I'm trying to be outside every day. I went outside 5 times on Thursday, I think. No, Wednesday. I went outside 5 times. Went for a run, went for a picnic, went for another walk with bubble tea. Uh, I went for a walk to the store instead of driving there. And then the last one was I went to a fire. So, like, I don't know. Those are the things that make me happy, and why not do them, right? So, anyways, today I kind of wanted to talk about, you know, things that make me happy and how to kind of translate that into a longer lasting thing instead of just fleeting moments of happiness. And also reflecting on the fact that life is actually very good. And it's not necessarily things that are like good in my life that I'm like, wow, like, you know, I got a new job, like, I have things happening to me, materialistic things. No, it's more my attitude on life and how I choose to approach it. So I just want to talk about a recent trip I did with my friend Anastasia. I think the whole trip was a metaphor for how I want to live my life. So first of all, we're like in January, we're like, let's go to Montreal one day, just for the day, just explore, you know, eat at some nice cafes, like get some baked goods, you know, just enjoy our day. And I feel like often people daydream about like, you know, going on road trips and doing random things, and a lot of the time it doesn't happen. And personally, I'm always one who likes to do spontaneous things, specifically recently. In the past, I used to plan everything, but now I'm trying to really be spontaneous. And I was like, you know what? Let's just go. So I think this is like 5 days ago on Monday. I was like, Nastya, do you want to just go to Montreal on Thursday? And she's like, yes. And she is 19 and living at home. So, you know, she still has to get like approval from her parents, and it can be a bit strict with like immigrant parents. I mean, my parents kind of stopped caring as much what I do. They trust me, I guess, but yeah, we were a bit worried, like, oh, will they let her go? And yeah, they ended up letting her go. So I picked her up early morning and we're like, let's just send it. And we planned nothing. Nothing. The only thing I did was like where I was gonna park. I was like, we'll park and then walk around because I don't like driving in Montreal. So we ended up parking at the same place that I parked with my mom when we went a few weeks ago. And yeah, no, we just kind of went about the day as we went. We're like, oh, let's go here now, let's go there. And then I kind of was the tour guide for Nastya because she's only been a handful of times, and often it was like bad weather or she was just there for a short time, so she didn't really get to enjoy it. And I love, showing things I like and things I find pretty and like showing it to my friends. So it was really fun. So I'd say the metaphor of the story is, first of all, we had probably one of the best days of our lives, and all that we needed to do for that was just be outside, live in the moment, appreciate what we had around us. Montreal is beautiful, I'm not gonna lie, like it's an amazing city, but all we did all day was walk and talk and only positive vibes. I don't think we had anything negative to say all day. Like, we were just in our zone, in our positive bubble, emanating positive energy from each other. So, she would say something and I would feed off of it and we'd have like a conversation about it, and it was all like self-growth things that we're realizing as we live. Like, for example, at one point Nastya was like, I feel happy right now, and it's not something I can chase, it's not something I can pursue, it's just something that happens and I want to be conscious of it. I want to kind of sit on it for a bit and appreciate it. And I think it's true, like, you can't always be like looking for happiness, you kind of have to just be in it. One book I was reading recently is The Power of Now. Eckhart Tolle speaks about how you can't really understand what consciousness is or what being is. It's only something deep within you that can actually understand it. Because when you try to like physically, mentally understand it, it doesn't work. But you can feel it. And when you do feel it, personally, I think that's the secret to life, is feeling, being able to be in the moment, being in the present, enjoying your day, enjoying your life. If I just do that, I think I'll be happy for the rest of my life. And obviously, yeah, you need a purpose as well. But I think in the meantime, I'm just finishing university. I have zero plans. I'm finishing in 14 days. Like, it's so close. And yeah, I'm just kind of gonna go for it. I have been thinking recently about so many different life paths that I can take, like real estate, dental hygienist. One thing I really want to do is busk, like singing and maybe guitar and piano in the streets of Vienna or in Italy somewhere. There's just so many options, So anyways, on this trip, I just feel like we realize that it doesn't take much to be happy. So all these materialistic things that people are always trying to get and trying to buy and make themselves happy, the only thing that can make you happy is you. It has to come within you. You have to be at peace with yourself. You have to accept your flaws. You have to love yourself. You have to know your worth, your value. And only then can you truly be happy. So, yeah, I don't know. We did 23,000 steps that day. We were wearing nice dresses. We were feeling good, eating good food, just like vibing. And when you really think about it, like rationally, it's such a small thing that we needed to do to be happy. We literally just drove a few hours, walked around in a beautiful city, drove back, and it was a great day. So when you think about it and you're like, oh, I can't be happy because I'm stuck at home, or I can't be happy because the weather's bad, like, take what you have and make happiness from it. Don't just expect it to come to you and that one day you're going to be super happy because XYZ is going to happen for you. No, you need to make it yourself. You need to actively find out what you like and try to be in that environment that makes you happy. So, I mean, I listen to all these inspirational podcasts and like I have these inspirational conversations with my friends. And there's like so much I want to tell you guys about my personal journey, but just like the general concept I have of happiness and living in the moment. And it's hard for me to like iterate exactly what I want to say. But I think that's what makes me human, right? Like everyone has a different way of understanding things. Everyone has a different way of how they process different concepts. And this is the way I'm processing it. And I know it's kind of all over the place, but hopefully if you can just take a little bit of what I'm saying and apply it to your own life, then that's all that matters, honestly. If you can take what I said about just being in the moment, go on a spontaneous road trip. If there's anyone who's going to tell me, oh, like COVID, you should be more careful. Like, first of all, we literally just walked outside. So if you're going to tell me that, you know, I'm spreading COVID or whatever, being irresponsible, like going to a grocery store is more COVID unfriendly. So anyways, everyone has their own opinions and I'm going to speak about mine because this is my channel. But I honestly think that driving somewhere, and it doesn't need to be another province, you can just go further up north in Ontario where there's like, you don't even have to go into a facility. Bring your picnic, bring your own food, go in the nature. There's no COVID in nature. That's the safest thing you can do is just be outside. And the more you do it, the more you'll realize that it is a very pleasant thing to do. And it could be your source of happiness. So yeah, I mean, I think it's great that we're trying to live our lives as normally as possible given the circumstances. And I don't think you should just sit at home and sulk about how shitty life is, because the more you sulk about it, the shittier it will be. Make a list of things that make you happy. This list took me 5 minutes. I was at work and I was like, oh, I should write down what makes me happy so I can, you know, when I have free time, I just do it. Let me give you some examples. The art gallery. Painting, going to the gym, reading, listening to podcasts, hanging with close friends, long walks, sunsets, sunrises, swimming, dancing, hiking, journaling, yoga, watching movies with my parents, taking a bath with spa music, getting a massage, flowers. Literally, most of these things you can do on your own. You can do from your own house. You don't need anyone or anything to be happy with these. There's so many more things on here that make me happy, and every day I try to do as many of these as I can. You're in control of your own happiness. You're in control of your own future. Don't blame it on external circumstances, because the only person who can make you happy is you. Thank you, and have a really nice day. It's going to be sunny today. It's going to be sunny tomorrow. I want you guys to enjoy it. Just go outside. Even if you're feeling kind of down, fresh air always helps, and the sun as well.